Well, it has been quite a while since the last testing of these. This is water that was poured from the Alkastream. And by the way, I brought that over to my mother-in-law's house to try it. And here's the Enagic, and then here is the Athena. I'm not sure if you can see that. Anyway, these were poured a couple of days ago, and I guess I was not thinking, because I had so much going on with New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, that I was unable to test them in one day like I meant to. So I think it's pretty much the 3-day mark at this point. And I'll just do a timestamp here so that you can see what date it is. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it's 10:08 on Sunday, January 2nd. Okay, so that is, we'll do the math on exactly how many days and hours it's been since I poured these later. But it's been a while. All right, well, anyway, I'm going to open up one jar at a time. And, I'm going to start from the right and go left, because it's easier for these meter probes to adjust to the higher alkaline than to the lower when they're changing. Whoa, got a leak. All right. Yeah, because they've been sitting in acidic water to just, I guess, be preserved or, last all this time. And when they're sitting in the acidic mode, it takes a while to adjust from acidic mode up to alkaline. See, it's slowly climbing, but we have to just have patience with this first one. It's going to take a little bit longer to climb all the way up there. That's still a pretty good ORP, by the way, after, several days. I'm not sure if I really expected that or not. I might have. The reason probably why this has a better than normal ORP after waiting 3 days, after being sealed in this bottle. This is a glass jar with a lid that has a rubber seal around it. This is like just your regular jelly jarring type jar. And so, that's, and I didn't open it. I mean, I poured it, and I have not tested this at all in the last 3 days. I just left it in the jar. It was sitting on my countertop, so it wasn't in darkness, but it was in, it was out of direct sunlight. All right, well, we've got a 9.1 and a negative 362, it looks like, which really is respectable. That's actually respectable. I would drink that. Absolutely. All right, well, let's go to the next one. Come on. All right, and now after I'm done, I'm probably just going to throw these waters away, because I'm not going to reseal them and test them again, because I think that we'll probably see more validity. I've got 2 other jars that were poured on the same day for each ionizer, and so I will just use those to test. I'm going to test them again, and then again. We'll see how long it goes. All right. Actually, this might be a good test to see shelf life. Every so often I'll get a representative or whatever from a bottling company asking me about the shelf life, and I've only tested up to 7 days. I've never tested beyond that. And normally I've not poured it completely to the top with no airspace. and then seal it and then not open it again until I test it the second time. I haven't done that exactly. So this is also pretty impressive. That alkalinity is really actually higher than what I would suggest most people drink at, 11.1. That's very high. But a negative 353 ORP is a respectable ORP after that many days. All right, and this is the real test here, is the Alkastream. And let's see what we see. So this was a much lower ORP to begin with. And, oh, what a mess. Okay, well, it looks like it's retained the ORP. Okay, it's a little unstable. It's going down, but it probably is just, we just went from a much higher alkalinity and, ORP, and now this has to settle down to what the Alkastream ORP is here. And that seems to be a higher pH, actually, than when I originally tested it, which I would not have expected the pH to rise. I don't have a theory for that because I am truly surprised, so I just don't know. But a 10.3 pH is, on the high side, I suppose. And then it's not as high as Enagic, but probably similar to Athena. And the ORP, negative 179, is very similar to the original ORP. So the prediction there that the ORP would be maintained was a good prediction. It was a low RP. It's still a lower RP, even though it's been maintained. So for 3-day storage, your Alkastream is storing very well. Possibly a bottling company may pick up on this and decide that and I'm gonna actually test this over. Try to stretch it out. Maybe I'll test. I've got these jars sitting over here. I'll show you. Sitting over there. I have 2 more Athena jars, 2 more Enagics, and 2 more Alkastreams. So I will probably test these 1 more each in a few more days, maybe 4 more days, so that it'd be a week. And then maybe I'll save those other 3 for a month, or I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do because the timing could be just what I have time for. So, but not bad result.